All right, so I went back and checked, and it is there. So I'm sorry about the difficulties. Feel free to go back and take a look at the intro there. Make sure you watch part. I'll label them A and B, A, B, and C actually at this point. Make sure I did get notifications from Facebook. I was hacked, and then what I had to do to get it back, but it just came right back. So I don't know. Everything seems to be fine. They figured it out, but I was apparently under some kind of hack attack. So yeah, now we really are live, and you can watch the intro, and we'll just pick up where we were, which is that the George Floyd, Derek Chauvin thing and the flag thing and everything actually goes together. So it's a Marxist, insurrectionist lie that is, so they want to create a fake story. They want a fake martyr, and then they put up their flag. So it's literally, I was talking about it earlier in my live earlier as well. But the reason, you want to complain about Derek Chauvin is a murderer or whatever. No, he's not. And I'm not going to get into it, but I doubt that Derek Chauvin's even in jail. And that person who's pictured is not the same person who was involved in the George Floyd thing. And if you want the true narrative about it, they were both involved in organized crime. Derek Chauvin was also involved in organized crime. Okay? I'm not going to do that again. I shouldn't be eating in front of people. That's very rude. But it's a fact. And they knew each other. Right? George Floyd was a bouncer down there. He was involved in organized crime as well, and he did collecting on people. He participated in pornography and prostitution. And Derek Chauvin did security and stuff down there. A lot of people don't know this about Minneapolis, but there's a lot of things where they're required to hire Minneapolis cops on overtime and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that whole system. But that's an interesting situation down there in Minneapolis. So it is what it is. But neither Derek Chauvin nor George Floyd were any kind of hero. So I think that people misunderstood. I got a lot of traffic off of that one meme and a lot of comments and stuff like that. Or not meme, about saying that I was going to have the moment of silence or add the moment of silence to the show tonight. And it was to add the discussion, because that's the big controversy from the convention, was that they had a moment of silence for Derek Chauvin. So what's the point? The point is really not about Derek Chauvin, and it's not even about George Floyd. It's about this Marxist, insurrectionist, racist, false narrative that they are trying to force onto the people. Even with the flag, they changed the flag. It's all one issue. They want to take our flag, take our history, take our narrative, and they've been vilifying us for 20 years. So what are they actually doing? Are you paying attention to what they're doing? Their whole point is to eliminate any legitimacy you might have, any legitimate claim you might have, right? The idea is just to completely undermine and illegitimize our whole settler history, everything we built here, everything we did. They want to, and why would you do that, right? The only reason you would do that is if you want to take. And they've already come out and said that they're going to take. Hi, little one. How are you?
Mr. Travis?
Yes.
Can I have a snack?
You absolutely can have a snack. You can have these Chips Ahoy cookies that I should not have been eating in public. There you go. You like those? You bet. Enjoy. Don't let the dog out, okay? Where is she? Is she here?
She's on the other side.
Okay. Thank you, sweetie. Come here, Barbie. Barbie, come here, sweetie. Okay, shut the door. Thank you. So that's what it's all about right there. That's life. So, yeah, and that's what it's all about, is life. And they're all about death. They're all about a lie. They're all about destruction. They're all about tearing things down and stealing and breaking things. And, you know, that's the whole thing. So so that's the moment of silence. So why is the moment of silence? What is the controversy there? Why is it even a controversy? Because it's a conflict between two narratives, right? The George Floyd BLM ICE protest, you know, Renee Good, whatever this pity guy is, narrative, and the true narrative, our narrative. So it's a Marxist insurrectionist narrative that they're pushing. And so if you have no problem with George Floyd Square and George Floyd murals and all this whole fake thing that's been brought around, this, you know, almost like a martyr that they're making, then you should have no problem with a moment of silence for the other side around Derek Chauvin. They're going to make him out to be this, you know, hero cop that was unjustly punished and da-da-da-da-da. Both sides are total BS, you know. I don't know, or not, you know, whatever. It doesn't even matter. But you shouldn't be surprised that one side's going to have a moment of silence for Chauvin, and when the others are having. Fry and Walls went to George Floyd Square for Memorial Day instead of memorializing our veterans. So you could take that moment of silence and do whatever you want with it. You know what I mean? You deserve it. You deserve 10 of them. They should make a Derek Chauvin statue somewhere just to bug you people. That's what they should do. So that's the truth of the matter. Now let's move on to healthcare. So, and the convention and this whole thing that's going on. Let's just stick with healthcare because this is Norseman Narratives on healthcare. And this is probably going to piss everybody off, but here's the facts, okay? Start right out with your whole narrative is wrong about it, okay? Why does your employer, look, your health insurance shouldn't come through your employer at all. There's no socialized medicine in Germany. Just so you know. The only countries that I know of that have actually socialized medicine are the UK, Canada, and Australia. Right? Which are essentially just the other parts of the Commonwealth. Those countries have actual socialized medicine. And they talk about here, oh, we have this so much better system. My wife went to the doctor last week, and some of those tests and appointments they wanted her to take were 2 months from now. Well, I thought our system was so much better. Oh, those socialists, they got to wait so long for their medicine. The whole idea that the healthcare thing is a socialist thing is, I don't even understand the argument. All those people who will say that, they all have healthcare from their employer. Right? We have a totally classist system in this country that makes no sense at all. Right? All your military they all have like a proper health care that's, you know, they have like a copay and they go pay it and whatever. And they don't lose their property when they get sick. Right? That's normal everywhere in the entire world. Everybody else can figure it out. It's not too expensive. It's not none of that. It's just, the very first question is, why would your employer have anything to do with your health care? Why would your employer pick your health care? Why would your employer be involved in that process? Right? There's no reason for it. Why is there pooling? A health insurance company has a whole millions of people in it. How are they pooling one company compared to the other company to the other company? Is that how insurance works? Right? So that's the first thing you should talk about. And Trump actually had the whole plan. A lot of people don't talk about this. What's up, buddy? But Trump had the whole healthcare plan in the beginning.
I need a snack.
You need a snack. What kind of snack you want, buddy?
One of the chocolate.
Well, you got Chips Ahoy. You've got Ritz crackers. You got peanut butter wafers.
Yeah, peanut butter wafers.
All right, here you go.
Only one of them.
same time here.